guys, how are you? It's Pandora. I'm back this week with another in-game tank review, and this week it's the Blaze WZ. This is the tier 7 tank destroyer option that was available as part of the New Moon Chinese New Year event. Now it's already been confirmed in 3.7 this tank is going to get a buff, so I wanted to do a pre-buff review of the tank, and probably at some point after 3.7 is released I'm going to do a post-game review. Now, when I first started playing this tank, I was adamant that this thing is broken. It's got some really bad weaknesses and some that I really wanted to talk about. It's a turret at TD. The turret doesn't turn all the way around the tank. So I think it's turned something like 30 or 45 degrees either side. The hull traverse isn't good on the tank. It's a very, very small tank, as you can see. The gun is pretty good when it hits its target. One of the obvious weaknesses here is the space in between the tracks as well. They've added some camo there, but I think that just screams shoot here. You do get tracked a lot in the tank. As you can see, it's got a big hatch at the back as well. You don't want tanks getting around this tank because you're going to be turning your hull. And as you can see from the turret there, it's an open turret tank, so you're not going to be able to use vents. And there's a big ammo rack spot to hit that I think is going to become a bit of a weakness for the tank. I haven't been ammo racked in it yet. I'm not crazy about the big space there under the lower glacis. The slope, there's something about the slope that I don't really like. Other than that, it's not a bad tank. I think it's got a very, very long aim time. I did see in one review that Bushka believed that the camo was broken on it. So in this tank, make sure you've got an escape plan because you get spotted a lot. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot. So when you're playing this tank, make sure you've got yourself an escape plan. Yeah, something is definitely broken when it comes to the camo. I think this might be something that Wargaming need to address in 3.7 because it's not... there's something off when other tanks can see you but you can't see them. We've already talked about the turret, but you don't want to get hit in the turret. Other tanks are just going to load up HE and just going to hit you. I think it's an obvious weakness. You can't play it hull down. There are some advantages when you've got a rotating turret on a tank destroyer though, and you can set the tank up for side scraping, so I think that's probably a good thing. Now, we don't know how Wargaming are actually going to improve the tank in 3.7. Two of the areas that I think may improve the tank quite a bit are the aim time, if they improve the aim time, and also the hull traverse. Driving this tank, if you let other tanks get around you, you're going to find yourself in a very tricky situation. I think the aim time, reducing the aim time would definitely help as well. I've got a gun lane drive enabled here as part of my equipment, but without it, it's something like 5.8 seconds, which is an awful long time for a tank destroyer, especially one that has got very, very bad armor like this tank. Now, we've already talked about the gun. When it does hit its target, it's something like 350 alpha damage, which is not too bad for its tier. The reload with the rammer, it takes 12.2 seconds. As you can see from the equipment as well, I've also got optics there, but I believe I changed that to binoculars. If you've got tanks who are able to see you before you see them, I think binoculars may be the better option. And this is the kind of tank that's going to be sitting still quite a bit when taking shots. I fired on the move in one game and it just didn't hit the target whatsoever, so I would advise anyone who's got this tank, make sure you stop the tank and you're not shooting on the move. So we're going to get straight into a couple of games. I've got 3 games in the tank that I recorded yesterday, which I think give a good indication of how the tank plays. I'm going to be commenting as we go through the videos, so sit back, hope you enjoy, and I will catch you afterwards. Okay, so here we go. First game is Falls Creek. It's a tier 7 game. While I was recording the game yesterday, I did find that I was spawning as the top tier. which I thought maybe Wargaming may have changed the preferential matchmaking, but I did see the rare tier 8 game. So in this game, Falls Creek, we've spawned on the northeast, and I've made up a decision that I'm going to head towards the bridge, try and get into a position where I can snipe and put this gun to work, and see what happens with the rest of the team. So I'm just currently reloading and working my way into a position where I may be able to snipe. As you can see, the reload is 12.2 seconds. You don't want to be in a position where you're going to be sitting still and attracting a lot of gunfire. So I'm just trying to angle my way in a way, and I'm really just waiting for the first red to pop up and show, and let's see where he shows up. So the first one to pop is the IS rolling up. You can see a good view of him. I'm zooming out, take the shot. 385, which isn't bad. As you can see, it gets spotted, so roll back down, reload, and just checking to see who else I may have a shot on. There's a T-21 on the far side. As you can see, you have to let the gun aim in, and it's quite long. Now, there's an issue right there. As you can see, I was tunneling in on the T-21. My hull was changing direction because it was fully extended out to the right hand side. Pop back up, take another shot on the opposing WZ Blaze WZ. You can see your team isn't doing too well at the moment, but the Reds are being very clever as well, and the fact that they know there's a sniper up here where I am, they're trying to keep out of sight, and they're doing a pretty good job of it. So it's really up to, I'm really relying on my team here to keep them spotted or try and attract them out to a position where I can fire on them. And it's not happening. Now, there's an 88 and a Dracula in the back. One of our greens is only 3 HP. He's going to go down. The 88 wanders out. Can't see him anymore, but he gets spotted again. Put a shot into his side, 370 alpha. Rolling back down because I don't want to get spotted or I want to reload. And I'm in a bit of trouble here. 88 is still pushing down, and as you can see, the gun works pretty well when you let it aim in. I think the biggest issue really is the aim time. The other green is down here beside me. You can see two of the Reds are coming out. They're approaching us. The WZ Blaze and the 88. WZ Blaze comes in. I don't get a shot off there, and as you can see, the body of the hull is always adjusting, and I find that a bit of an issue. WZ Blaze is pushing to try and push him off, and yeah, that's Pandora out of the game. This isn't going to last very long. Got 4 against 1. Cheeto is right out in the open and gets finished off. So first game isn't a good one. We're just going to see how well we did or how bad we did. We got 2.2 damage. We got 20,000 credits, and that's a theme throughout these games. You'll see that it earns quite a bit of credits. But other than that, it was a bit of a failure from the team. Okay, we're straight into the second game, and as you can see there from my garage equipment, I've changed optics to binoculars because I think that's probably a better option. It's a tier 8 game, we're on Mirage, and this was one of the very few tier 8 games that I got while recording these videos. I'm looking at the map, looking at the tanks that we have. I put a call out to see if we're going to go left. I'm looking at the tanks here that are on my left. We've got the Yay Tiger. I'm assuming that he's probably going to go left, so I put it out there. I get a few affirmatives, which is good. Now, in the next update 3.6, the in-game chat feature is going to be changed somewhat. I don't know how I feel about it, to be honest, because I think dead tankers can actually help the tankers that are still alive. As you may know, they're going to mute the people who are dead, which have been spamming the chat with a lot of in-game abuse. Now, anyone who may be starting the game today, they are subject to a lot of abuse. So I think overall it's a positive decision. We'll see how it works, and Yeah, I think it's good for the game overall. I used to like coaching people who are still alive, so I'm going to miss that. As you can see, I've picked up a position there where I've tried to snipe. There's one of the limitations right there. The gun elevation on this tank is really, really bad. It's a bit like the Helsing. I believe that's got some really bad gun elevation as well. So I've taken up residency here on the hill, trying to get this gun into play. We've got the red spotted, plenty of targets, but very little ability to see their whole tank. Managed to get a cheeky shot in there on the Indian, who also picked up additional damage from the team. We've got the Comet in here beside me as well. I'm really just trying to keep the red spotted here, so I pop up, get them spotted, roll back down. They're not in view at the moment, so I'm not going to risk taking shots in order to try and put shots in on them. Tiger 2 is a little bit unfortunate there. He's shown too much of his side. Get a good shot in on him. Get spotted up again. The Comet is having a bad day here. He's taking a lot of shots for me. So I get a feeling I need to relocate. So I'm reversing down. And as you can see, the turret is turning on my tank. And the traverse isn't the best. Good thing about the tank though, it does move pretty well. It does pick up speed pretty quick as well, and as you can see, I've already up to 45 kilometers an hour. The problem is turning. Meanwhile, our team is going okay. We've got another red, but our T-54 just went down, and I'm charging in here a little bit too gun-ho. I thought there was only one tank there, and the Tiger 2 popped up. I've taken a few shots there for that mistake. I'm just trying to get in and around here, trying to reload as well. But that J-Pan 2 is a dangerous tank. I want to try and get him out of the game. Traversing around, you can see it's a little bit slow. Even the traverse speed on the turret isn't that fast, and you have to take that into account. Just going around the hill here, trying to get into a position where I can put some fire in. And you can see there, I'm just waiting for the aim time. Oh, that's a bad shot. I think I just about tracked him there. Didn't get any damage. The Yay Tiger here, he does really, really well. He charges in and he takes a lot of damage from me. Trying to push into a position here where I can get a shot. I've changed to APCR. Aiming. Lower Glacier shot. Did really, really well there. Managed to take the Tiger out. The Tiger, I'm letting him move ahead of me because I'm really just trying to use his hit point pool. Panther has sneaked out on the left. Can we get the shot? Yes, get a good shot in. And he's thinking about his decisions right now. Also cautious, there's a little bit of lag here. Also cautious of this T-43. Can we reload? Can we reload? Yes! Get a good shot, good lucky shot there in on him. Good to get him out of the game. So it's just 2 against 1. The Egg Tiger is, I think he's just, I don't know what he's doing there. He's a little bit slow, so I'm moving in here. And as you can see, not the best of driving. Can we get the shot? Finish him off. No! That's a bad shot. Taking shots here from the Panther. I'm trying to pull him into a position where the Yay Tiger is, and the Yay Tiger finishes him off. He did well there. 3 against 1. I don't know where the other tanker was, but the Egg Tiger did pretty well there. Second class mastery 1.9, 20,000 of credits, and we got 2 kills. So all in all, not a bad game. Okay, so the third and final game, we're on Lost Temple. And again, you can see we're the top tier tank. It's a tier 7 game. And right up there on the top. Now I'm looking at their team. I've made a decision. I'm going to go Temple. Someone else on the team calls out all Temple. It gets my affirmative. And here you can see the speed of the tank, how fast it moves from the get-go. Get-go. Some video feedback there from my last video. So moving up, trying to get up to the steps. I think that's a priority. As you can see there, 42, 43, still going uphill. Trying to get ourselves into a position where we've got a little bit of cover. Might be able to spot up any reds that might have come to the temple. So I'm gonna put myself into this nice little pocket here, and I'm gonna try and side scrape out. I actually don't know how well the tank side scrapes and if it can side scrape at all. So, but as you can see, yeah, there's that infamous gun handling. I didn't pick up any shots from them, so not too bad. We've got them spotted, and it's really, you can see how I'm angling out. I'm attempting a side scrape, which I think is a good thing about having a turret. So I'll probably need to test that going forward. I gotta see this as an opportunity to try and get up to the steps. There's a nice little position over here, which if you can hold down, it can be quite effective. We've got scopes on all the reds at the moment. Put a shot in on the SP1C, and I'm just cautious of how much of my tank they can see at the moment. This Chi-Ri is pushed up. He's putting some pressure on us. Put a shot in across the hatch there. That's a pretty good shot to get. Also took a shot though, so I have to be careful here of how much of my tank I'm actually showing. Waiting for the reload, pushing in again. Lining up the shot for the M6, and we'll take him out of the game. See you back at the lobby, mate. The Reds have started to push a little bit more right. This SP1C is being quite aggressive. He's pushed up towards the steps. I think he's just waiting for me to take a shot at this point. So I'm just trying to be very, very careful of the tanks on the right. I'm willing to take a shot to put one in, get a good shot in, bit of a bad roll, still alive. And this is when I managed to, I actually see the Chi-Ri. I was totally oblivious to him. I hit adrenaline. I'm panicking here. Put a shot in on the Chi-Ri, and I'm just keeping an eye here to see how many reds are on the left hand side. You can see that we've gotten rid of them coming in around. This M10 Panther has been quite aggressive, pushing in on our T29, trying to get the shots, waiting for it to aim. Put a shot in across the mantlet. That's a good shot, but that T29 is in trouble and he's gone out. They've killed two of our teammates there. We've killed one of theirs. Last shot. Last shot. Oh! The aim time isn't that bad, baby. I don't know how I got that shot off, but that's pretty much it. Not a bad game. Got some really good positioning there. Second class again. 2.5k of damage, 45,000 credits, not bad. 2 kills, and I'm taking screenshots like there's no tomorrow because I'm quite happy with that game. So there it is. All in all, it's not a bad tank. It's not all that bad. Originally I thought, I was convinced it was broken. There's some parts of it that are broken. I think the camo is an issue. It'll be interesting to see how they buff it in 3.7. I think they might change the camo. And I would hope that they might be able to do something maybe with the gun handling. I'd like to see maybe the aim time be reduced, even just by a second or two. That would be just... I haven't seen many people post about Ace in the tank, so it's interesting to see what the stats would be like. The tank, the details aren't available yet in Armor Inspector, so I may include those on the post-buff review. Looking forward to doing that. Guys, I'm going to wrap it up. If you're still with me at this point, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and I will hopefully catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye. Hey, if you liked the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. You can also find me on Twitter at @blitz_noobs, noobs with a Z. Thanks for watching. Bandor out.